Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. Today is a day known as Kaylee Jade Day in honor of Kaylee Goncalves, one of the 4 victims out of that Moscow, Idaho home. Today would have been Kaylee's 22nd birthday. Happy birthday, Kaylee. Her parents, Steve and Christy Goncalves, spoke to Ashley Banfield last night about this day, and they wanted to talk about Kaylee, and I want to share what they talked about. Check this out.
And joining me now, Kaylee's mom and dad, Christy and Steve Goncalves. Thank you both for doing this tonight on the eve of what I can only imagine will be an extraordinarily difficult day. Are you guys doing okay?
As good as you can.
Yep. We're hanging in there right now.
As you plan for this, listen, it's pretty big what you've decided to do. It's very selfless, because as I mentioned, some people would just fall away, but instead you want everybody to be the beneficiary of Kaylee's life. Who came up with the idea?
Actually, it was the Laramie family who started it with Maddie Mayday. And we had been, the girls are exactly 2 weeks apart, both born on Fridays. And Maddie Mayday went by so good. And we were just like brainstorming like what we could do for Kaylee. And we got a hold of Karen, and we asked Karen if she mind if we kind of piggybacked off of that idea. So that's what we did. And that's where the idea came from. And we just kind of ran with it with our own just a little bit of a spin on it. And we did the do what you love, do something that you love, pay it forward type thing.
Yeah, I love some of these suggestions. I'm just going to read a couple of them that I grabbed off the poster. Go to lunch with a friend or a family member, plan a vacation or a holiday, cook a new meal, maybe grab a mimosa and an appetizer, try going on a brand new hike, wake up early for the sunrise, FaceTime with some friends. Classic suggestions. We should do one of them every day, specifically tomorrow with your kids.
Well, tomorrow we're really going to concentrate on pushing that Kaylee Jade Day out to our community. We're paying it forward to several local coffee shops and restaurants with money to start. We've already kind of been running around town, all of us, posting flyers and asking them if they would participate in a pay it forward type program. So that's what we're doing. There are some balloon releases that will be happening as well. And then our family just plans on having just a small dinner with family together tomorrow evening, and plan on actually doing a bigger party with family a little later on in the month when Olivia gets up here, because she's still down in California and she has to be here as well. So.
Yeah, it wouldn't be complete without Olivia and her new baby as well. Lots of reasons to celebrate the grandchildren. Steve, how are the rest of the kids doing? How are Kaylee's siblings pulling through, especially at this time tomorrow when it's going to be tough, even for you, grown adults?
The truth is, it's probably even harder for them. Emotionally, they are super sensitive. It's their sister. They had a relationship with them that lasted, when we went to bed, they watched movies for hours. These girls and their brother were super close. They watched movies. They scared each other. They were just a classical American family, and they're hurting. It's hurting. You can't fake this. You can try to make something positive out of it. You can do your best effort, but we're still struggling. That's just the reality of it.
And still, there's, litigation. There's still business to be done. Even on Friday, there's gag order hearings. Do you share any of the information, progress, any of the developments with the kids, or do they really stay out of any of the news?
The older two, Stephen and Olivia, we definitely do, and they're they're adults. They do their own watching and investigating, and whatnot. They're too younger. We try to, our youngest is 10th grade. We try to keep them out of it as much as possible. But if they ask questions, we definitely, answer them. You know,
you can't hide anything with the internet anymore.
We don't lie to them or sugarcoat anything. You know, and they do come to us with questions, and you know, we will answer those questions the best that we can.
How is you mentioned your son, Stephen Jr., how is he doing just in terms of his University of Idaho career? I know that was just, he'd be shell-shocked, and I think he was doing it from home for a while. Does he plan to go back to campus, finish at home? What are sort of the future plans there?
Stephen actually graduated as well. So he graduated, yes.
He graduated with his sister, but he gave up that graduation for his sister. He didn't.
Yes.
That's kind of how we try to raise our children, not to be self-centered and to like sacrifice their lives and try to like help other people and find value in that. And that's, as a father, that's what I feel like. Like if I could have more children and give them a good life, then I was providing. I got a lot of comfort and enjoyment out of that. So Stephen's built out of the same cloth as I am, and he was like, you know what, this is my sister's day, and I don't even need to have it today. But we need to get his diploma, put it up in a
celebrate him.
Yeah, we do.
He understands that we will be able to do that. He just understands that right now we just have a focus, unfortunately, elsewhere. But Stephen will have his day that we celebrate his accomplishments as well. And, you know, he knows that we're proud of him as well.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you guys are, I don't know what you're made of, but it's something a lot stronger than the rest of us. Stephen, Christy, can't thank you enough for coming on to launch this extraordinary initiative for tomorrow. And I'm wishing you all the love and support as you get through the day tomorrow as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We just want people to know that Kaylee was vibrant. She was spontaneous. She was fun. She was just full of life. I know that's so, you know, cliche to say, but I mean, that is Kaylee. You know, she's singing, dancing. I was just going through all of our we have a ton of pictures. And just last night I said, look at this. There's not a single picture of Kaylee that she's not smiling from ear to ear. Not a single one. Whether she's in the up front of it or the background of it, Kaylee is smiling.
Her smile, so vivid.
So vivid.
For both of you.
Yeah.
The heartache, I can't even imagine from November, and we don't need to revisit that. Everyone's aware of what happened. What we want to do is focus on Kaylee Jade Day. Mm-hmm. And for you, as her dad, what do you want people to do? What does this day mean to you, and what do you want them to hear?
What we want is people to remember each one of these victims for the uniqueness of what they had. Kaylee had her uniqueness. Maddie did. Xana did. Ethan did. And if every family can just help a little bit establish and share that life story, I think America is already shown that they're interested, and they're outraged.
They love our girl, you know, almost as much as we do. You know, honestly, they've become America's children. You know, almost the world's, almost honestly, from where we've we've just felt the love from. And Kaylee Jade Day specifically is about her on her day, on the day that she was born. You know, honoring her and doing something that you love to.
I can't imagine what the Goncalves family is going through. Praying for them. Praying for all the 4 victims' families. You know, each of their families their loved ones are going to have birthdays. Xana's birthday, Madison, Ethan's birthday. I mean, and holidays. They're not going to be able to, you know, coming around this first year, 4th of July, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, holidays, they're not able to spend with their loved ones. Can't imagine what they are going through, and, you know, praying for them, covering this case. So today is Kaylee's birthday. If you're out there, you know, just share that it's her birthday and bring awareness, covering this case. I will share more information as it comes, so stay tuned. Happy birthday, Kaylee Goncalves.